Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this Manor Lords tutorial video. In this video I'll show you how to build living houses and how to upgrade them. Here we see a bunch of houses that are already at level 2 and yeah, I think they just look awesome. And we see some special things also. The houses in Manor Lords, they have at least 2 special features that we are not used from other games. And those features are so awesome that I think in the future we will see them in a lot of games. But now they are really special for Manor Lords. And one of those special things is that the houses are not only residential houses to live in, but in the backyard they can have different kinds of activities. So here we see houses with garden, with vegetable garden. And the people, they work in those gardens. And once a year there is harvest. And the whole village eats from those vegetables. So this is how the people of the village get their vegetables, from the backyards. And when you have a big backyard, you get more vegetables. And if it's a small one, you only get a little bit vegetables. But on the other side, it takes time for the people, for the families, to tend those gardens. So if you make the vegetable garden very big, the inhabitants don't have much time for their other job. So you have to take this into you have to decide on whether you want nearly full-time gardeners or only a little bit gardening and another job as well. And yeah, you could also have chicken in the backyard, like here. They don't need so much place, and they give you eggs, and they give you eggs really soon. And not so many, but it brings a better variety to the food for the village, and the people are happier when they have more different kinds of food. And the people don't need to work with the chicken, so having chicken is an easy way to get more food, more variety of food, and without much work. But it's a little bit more expensive to get chickens than a garden. You could also have goats, and they bring you skins or hides, and you can work with them to get leather, and then the people get clothes from this. So having goats is good for getting clothes in the end. And when you unlock it, you can also have apple gardens, orchards. And those apple trees, they need 3 years to fully grow, but already in the first year you get some apples from them. And this is the same like with vegetable gardens. It depends on the size of the lot. And when you have reached at least level 2 with the houses, you could also have workshops, all kinds of workshops. So like we can have a look here, and so in theory we could have a bakery extension, but we would need to get more planks, and we need an additional development branch for this, or we can have a blacksmith, or a brewery, or a tailor's workshop, or a cobbler workshop, and a joiner's workshop, and an armorer's workshop, or a fletcher's workshop. And yeah, so you have to pay with you have to pay with money and with planks. And the money you need for this is over here. And you can get more. You start with $100 and then you can earn more money if you have a trading post and sell some things. So this is the overview about the residential houses. Oh, and I forgot to mention that one house is always for one family, usually, and a family has usually 3 members. They start with 2 and then a third comes, and it is not a child, it's already adult and always a male, and it starts working at once. So after you are happy in your house, you get an adult male to help with the work. And these families, they live together and they work together, so you give the jobs always to families and not to single persons. And some houses can be enlarged, and then in the second house on the same lot there can live a second family. Okay, so I would say let's just build a house, because this is the second very exciting feature, how to build the houses or the lots, the burglar plots, how they are called. So here we have a free place, and we go to the build menu. This is where the hammer is, the construction menu. And then we search for the residential area, and it's in the first space, the burgage plot. And you just click on this, and then you can let it follow the roads, snap to the roads, and I think this is rather useful. And maybe we just start from here, and I click, and then you can see how it follows the road, which I find really useful, because like that it becomes a very organic looking village. We put a second click, and then we go to the back side further, or maybe just first we start small, and I show you different varieties of building the houses. And so we click here, and then we go just over there, and yeah, now we can have 3 family houses, but without a garden, because it's too small to have a garden. But they are all so wide that they could have additional housing for more families. And here, as I pull it bigger, you see at the left side we get additional area with a house with a hammer, and that means you can have a garden there or a workshop. And at the right side we still have, it's wide but too small for a garden. And yeah, with the right click I can remove this third point, and I just make it bigger, and I pull this over, and now we have 6 lots, each with a garden space, and the gardens are in a different size. And as you can see, like that, when we have a bigger area, we don't only build one burgage plot, but as many as fit into this place. Now I make the fourth click. Okay, and here we get additional possibilities. Clicking on the hammer would mean, okay, let's build it. But that's not what I want to do now. First I want to use this minus sign. It is, we get less plots. Like this. Now we have only 5. And then we have 4, but 3 of them with additional possibilities to have a second family. And now even less lots, but all with an additional possibility. Yeah, and so it can become only 1 lot, but I think it wouldn't make much sense like that. So we go back to the 6, and this is the turning option. So when I click this, we go to the side, and the houses, usually the houses, they are between the first 2 click points. But when you want to have it at a different place, you can just turn the whole thing around. And here, like this, it's at the opposite side, and at the left side, and here back again. Okay, I don't want to build them like that, but I could. If I want to have those 6 houses, I could just click on the hammer symbol. But I want to show you something else. And therefore I use the right mouse button to go all the way back. And I want to make a road. And here is the road symbol. To divide this area like that, maybe a little bit straight, and then I want to make it curvy. Okay, now the hammer symbol, okay. And now back to the house building. So we start here, we go over there, and now this follows the road just by itself. So it even takes rather complicated forms, and that helps to build a village that is not full of squares but really organic looking. And so I click here, and then we go over there, and the house will be located a little bit angled with what would look nice, I guess, and the other one is in the straight direction. So I click a 4th time, and now this time we will build it. But before I click on the hammer, I just tell you there are the construction costs. It tells us for wood, for timber, logs. And 1 burgage plot costs 2, and as we have 2 of them, it costs 4. And each of those logs have to be transported by the oxen. And in the beginning, the oxen is the bottleneck of all the work, because every single log has to be transported by the oxen. Yeah, but now we click, and the building starts, the building process. We can leave the building menu, and now at the moment we don't see anything. If we click here, we can see transported goods 0 from 2. And we have to wait for the oxen, and sometimes people are already coming to start digging here. But only if we have enough workers for the construction department. And for this you have to look over there at the left top corner. There we see a number of unassigned families, and you need at least 1 to be able to build something, because the unassigned families, they work in the construction department. And here at the right side we have the assigned people, families. They usually don't work in the construction. So we definitely need at least one. We have 2 families now, and that helps, and the work is faster. Here you can see Heinz, who is flattening the ground. Yeah, so they are working here, and we are waiting for the oxen. And I'll just search for the oxen. It's over there, far away from our building area, and he is just getting the logs, and therefore it will take a while. And I will speed the things up a little bit, that we get our house, at least one of those houses built. And I will set one at the highest priority, that they build this with the highest priority. And while we wait till this is built, we make some of the upgrades for other houses. Here we have even more houses, and we see both types. The level 1 houses, they have this straw-like roof, like so, and there we already have level 2 houses. They have wooden shingles as roofs. And here we see an oxen. Oh, it is coming there, I think. No, for producing planks, I guess. Okay, so we could take this burgage plot, for example, and we could expand it, upgrade it. And here we see different possibilities. As we have all the requirements fulfilled, the water access, church level, and all kinds of market supplies, we could upgrade this house to level 2. What we won't do with this house. And this is a burgage plot that has enough place for having a second house for a second family. That is not the case with all the burgage plots. And it would cost us 2 timber logs to get houses, living houses for another family. But that has a disadvantage, because then this family can't have their own garden, for example. And here are the backyard extensions. And most of them cost money, as I already told you with those. And we need those regional wealth money. And the vegetable garden costs 15. The chicken coop costs 25. The goat shed costs also 25. And the apple orchard, which has to be unlocked, costs 50. And the unlocking happens when you reach a new stage with your village. You get a development point, and then you can click there on the top, and you get this development tree circle-like, and you can spend those points, for example, for the orchardry, and then you can get apple orchards. Before, you can't. And those extensions are only available if you have at least level 2 for your house, which is not the case. This is a level 1 house. But here you can see them all. And yeah, what you can also see in this window is whether there is some storage in the house, whether they have some food in the pantry and so, and that helps them. and you can see the peoples and where they are working. Okay, what we expand here is, I think, we make a garden, a vegetable garden. Okay, the construction started, and the vegetable garden is built rather fast, and later the people come to work here. Ah, here she is already. She's quite busy and fast with the work. And here at the next one, I would say we make some chickens. And before we do this, I show you here, this second person is missing. So this lot is not big enough to have a second family. So here we buy the chicken coop. And over there you can see our money has become less. Okay, and then we go to a level 2 house here, and there we can see that we can't build the other extensions because we don't have enough planks. But I think we will have in a minute. We have 3 planks, so this will be possible rather soon. But I can go through all of them with you already. And there is a bakery extension, and then they have the bakery in their backyard, and it's much more efficient than the communal bakery oven. But you need to unlock it in the development branch. And then there is a blacksmith and a brewery and a tailor, a cobbler. Have I told you this already? I guess, yes, I have. Yeah, and now let's check. We still have 3 planks, so we have to wait a little bit to upgrade this. But we could, I think, yeah, we don't need planks for this. We could make a level 2 house out of this one, because it fulfills all the requirements. So we just click here, and then we click to upgrade to level 2, and then they will start building here. So it needs building. Now we have enough planks, and we can choose to have a cobbler here. And they have to build this too. And here we can see we have a joiner's shop already. So there are some houses there, and the family doesn't work somewhere else. So if you have this family working somewhere, it will be missing there after this. So you have to be aware. Best is to look before you start the upgrade where this family is working, that you can send other people there. Okay, let's have a look at the house. Oh, it's done. It's already done. So now we can make it slower again. This house is completed. We don't have a garden yet. And let's see whether a family has moved in. Not yet. Because we already have more than 5 houses. We have to wait until a new family comes to move in. But this is prepared for a new family. And there the cobbler's workshop has been built. It looks rather similar to this other workshop. Yeah, and you can use the stuff that they construct for your own people, especially the shoes from the cobbler shop, or you could sell them, or both. And here we have this wooden stuff. Wooden parts are constructed, and you can sell them for quite a nice money. This is bringing in quite some good money. I like to sell the wooden parts. Or you could produce armor stuff like small shields and large shields. And here you can produce... No, this is the right one. You can only produce shoes, and therefore we don't have some settings here. Okay. And when you fulfill, let's check it here, the requirements for level 3, then you can upgrade to level 3 and you get houses that are really nice timber frame houses, and they look more like townhouses and less like village houses. And you need a tavern where you can serve beer, so you need to produce beer before building the tavern. And you need a church that is built out of stone, and you need a second type of clothing. And for example, you need shoes, and then they are happy. And with the cobbler you get the shoes, so this requirement is easily fulfilled, and the tavern stuff is a little bit finicky. You have to grow barley and produce beer and have a tavern, and then they are happy, and then you can get the level 3 houses. Okay, so I would say this is the most important stuff about building houses in Manor Lords. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.